Today is February 22nd, 2023. A beautiful Wednesday, John. We're joined by some special guests. We just passed up Super Bowl Sunday, and so we figured, what else are we gonna do? Let's bring in some of our friends to debate and talk a little shit. So, John, before we introduce them, how you been? How's the wife? How's the life?
Like you said, it's always good, always living,
All right,
I
all
wish
right,
there was some
yeah.
more exciting news in the sports world other than the All-Star game, but, we're doing okay.
All right, that's fair enough. Fair enough. All right, let's start with C-Man. How we doing over there? Welcome, welcome. This is my cousin Connor. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the Redshirt Ramblers. I guess now you're part of the Dirt Bags. Now that this is our little segment that we got going on here. But Connor, feel free, toss a little introduction.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. Happy to be here. Any name in the book you want to throw at me, has been, Redshirt Rambler, dirt bag, all the different ones.
But I mean, we kind of it all fits with all of our personalities and kind of all the ways that we made it. But next, who else we got down? Who else we got down there? Mr. Mikey.
What's up, Tanner? John, thanks for having me on the show here. I do believe you can fact check me, John, but I believe it's the anniversary. Don't quote me on the year, but for Miracle. So tonight we skate. And tonight,
Ooh, just
throwing some facts right off the bat. Loving it.
Damn, he gets his first chance with a mic, and he's already throwing it out. I love it. I love it.
Oh, I'm just this sunflower. I shine in the sun, so had to spit it out there.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, I love it, love it. Wait, who you got? We're missing somebody. Who's this little fella right here?
Oh, this little fella. Her name's Stella. She's a little Frenchie, 4-month-old. So let's try to make her. Hopefully, she's not too big of a distraction, but she just wanted to say hi and be a part of the boys. Right.
As long as she doesn't take my picks, then I don't care. I think we'll be all right.
She's definitely picking.
She's what?
She's picking for me tonight. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Helping you out a little bit. So I guess if we can just jump right into it, we probably should explain what we're doing here. John, I think, as we said, we don't have much sports going on. We don't have a lot that we usually talk about. So brought in some of our best, and we're making some fun out of it. And the idea behind tonight is a home run derby. And by home run derby, we mean each of us get 4 picks of one topic, and then we go from there. We can debate it. We can say that's a good pick, that's a bad pick, but we go from there, and we're going to see what happens. And the topic tonight, John, is?
I think we're going with some superhero movies.
Little DC Marvel action. Connor, you okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm at a significant disadvantage, but I came ready. I got the first pick. I feel good. Planned it out, talked to the wife, got her input. We're rolling.
Oh yeah, Mike. I forgot to tell you, we're at the disadvantage. They have significant others, so we're kind of over here on our own. That put together our own list. But the draft order tonight will be Mr. Connor leading it off, then Big J hitting in the 2-hole. I will be hitting 3, and Mike, you will be in the 4 spot, and it will be a snake draft. So Mike does have back-to-back. Everyone okay with the rules there?
Yes.
Yeah. We can also, last one, you cannot draft more than 2 crazy like team movies. So you can't have like all 3 of the Avengers, whatever, blah blah blah, or something like that.
Got it. But that's just picks in total.
Yep.
I got it. Okay. All right. That was the only thing I needed clarity on.
Anybody else got anything to say? Mike?
Whatever it takes.
Wow, you really are going in on the miracle thing. I love it. All right. Well, with that being said, I think...
Can't wait to hear the trash picks, though. I just can't wait for that.
All right, Connor, lead us off. What do you got, boss man?
Listen, people are going to see the title of this. They're going to know. There's only one pick. It's the right pick. You're all looking at me. You all know what it is. It's the Dark Knight.
Yeah, there goes my number
one. One spot. I mean, it would be disrespectful not to do that.
We all had it, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's even close on that one. I agree. Heath Ledger.
Is it more is it more Heath Ledger or Bruce or I mean
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, like in
I
how
wrote
they
that in my
interact,
notes.
like oh my goodness, like
Listen, I mean, if you're going with just like the Christian Bale Batman like series, like I think that competes toe to toe with anything that you got just in general. But if you're gonna have to pick one of those for the 1-1 spot, you got to go Dark Knight because of Heath Ledger.
I respect that.
I agree. Yeah, I think you put that one in the Ledger itself right there. It's a great pick.
I like to quote the Neighbors movie. You know, this is what Batman sounds like. So I had that in my notes ready to go if I had that first pick.
No,
Batman sounds like this.
No, Batman.
I do have. So here's a question though. So like off of that, like so Dark Knight. Do you think that like the Joker, we look at him as such a good villain because of, and obviously R.I.P. like what happened, like, and we put him above like Bane because Tom Hardy and Bane and Connor, I know you love yourself some Tom Hardy, so it's like, was it just like that much better, or is it just the circumstances and what happened to an extent? And I don't mean to tip things and things like that, so I apologize, but
no, I mean, I think ultimately, you know, if you just say that it doesn't play a role in it, it's just a lie. Him dying, it takes it to the next level. You know, there's the pop culture around it, everything like that. But also, probably just one of the best like performances in cinema, just in general, regardless of whether or not he's deceased.
True. All right, so we got round one, pick number one, first off the board, Dark Knight. All right, so now we got Big J. What do you got coming up next? Pick two, round one.
Probably got one that's probably not on your radar. I'm gonna go with Watchmen.
That one, I'm gonna be honest. That one is definitely. I got a list of a lot of them that's not it on.
I'm going sleeper right off the bat. I just want to knock that one off the charts.
Listen, Big J is going for a real niche audience here. With
Exactly.
Yeah, he wants the niche vote. I guess, but
I'm gonna be leaving you guys in the dust here with real movie critics. You know, except for the Dark Knight. That was my number one. But
it's Watchmen, the one with the blue glowy dude that
you get to see a little bit more action than you want to. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I think I've probably seen it like once or twice. Boys, anybody else?
It kind of reminds me of that Family Guy episode on the Family Feud where Peter just throws out the most outrageous answer, and he's part of that survey, and that's what
I was on the survey.
Yeah, John, you are the survey kid. I'm sorry, but it works out.
I'm terminally unique, so I'm always that guy.
I just have to ask: is this going to be the theme for the rest of this? Are we just looking at like
we normalize? I'm going off your guys' picks here.
Okay, all right. We'll go from there. All right, so you got Watchmen as your that one definitely
want to step on your toes.
that one definitely did not have the conversation that Connors did, but that is what it is. But you might hype up the crowd later. See, mine it probably is like kind of obvious, but I'm gonna have to. I think I might be able to. I don't know if I could get it on the way back around, so I don't know if I want to take it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my my group movies here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna take Infinity War because I think it's better than Endgame. It is one of the GOATs. Like, you can't tell me that having Spider-Man, like, in him just falling into the little dust with Tony is not just the greatest thing ever, and Tony just being like, if you throw another moon at me, I'm going to be pissed. Dude is just amazing in that one, and obviously he's Tony, so how can you not?
I'm kind of surprised you didn't go with the original, you know.
I mean, I really, that's the first one. I can't actually say anything. We're not allowed to talk about those type of things because who knows? Could come back around to someone else. But no, I just personally, I think overall, like movie wise, if I'm gonna like pick between like DC, Marvel, like I gotta throw in ones where I can have the majority of the characters as opposed to just one. Makes it more interesting. I don't know.
The safe pick. I mean, it's you're taking the opposite approach of Big J here. You're going, you're looking at championship.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm going for.
You know what I mean? It's the safe pick. You might personally like a different movie better, but if we're going, I'm trying to win the draft. You got to go with that pick.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, and
I think you guys are all competing for the same person here, though. You got to. I think it's a safe pick too, but you're competing for the same person.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those picks where I know in his heart of hearts he has a better one pick, like that he personally likes better, but he's going for the play of, look, Infinity War, whatever $1 billion it made at the box office. Like, I gotta go with it. I get it. I do get it.
See, this guy understands me, John. He sees the nonsense behind my picks. This is what I need.
You're just laying up though. That's my problem.
Well, but now we're about to have the craziest person on the list coming at us with back-to-back. So
it can't be one.
Mike, what do we have coming out of your mouth this evening?
Wow. You guys have just given me everything that I've wanted. It just falls into my lap. And I think I'm going to go back-to-back the two best group movies, and just knock that out of the way and take it away from you and have that as my strategy. You guys went, John went kicker first round, and then Connor, top running back off the board. We all knew that was coming. And then Tanner got another good running back. So I'm going to go 2 receivers right here and just take off
like your fantasy style as you
just
usually
like fantasy.
do.
Okay, and that's what we win.
All right, so you got to give a dual
so we're going to go
explanation here. So what do you got? You're going
the best Avengers, I think, Endgame, whatever it takes. You thought that was the miracle quote, but no, that's the Avengers Endgame quote, whatever it takes.
Again.
Just a classic. You can't, it gives me chills when Doctor Strange just brings everyone back that passed away to defeat Thanos.
You would take the soft way out and go with just the snap of the fingers. Everything is better again. Nobody has to grind and do any work. Makes sense.
I'm going to take the 2 easy picks here, and then my last 2 will spark some conversation and doubt. So we'll take it Avengers Endgame off the board, and then next, let's see. You only get one chance to save the galaxy twice in another group here. Solely off of the amazing characters and soundtrack, we're going to go Guardians of the Galaxy Volume Dose.
Interesting.
I agree. I agree with the interesting. I think it's a good pick. Connor, why do you say interesting?
It's an interesting approach because he goes Volume 2, which now makes it awkward for anybody else to pick the first one, because it's like
point defense.
Don't you want to have them kind of both? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have one and not the other. You know what I mean?
Like, if I'm playing Monopoly, I want to be able to build my hotel. I don't just want.
I want Broadway and the other one that no one.
Yeah, I want Broadway and Park Place. I don't just want to be sitting with one of them. Like, yeah.
If I only get 4 picks, I got to have a wide range of picks.
But do you feel like maybe 1 and 2 are kind of the same movie, and the only reason we like them is because the soundtracks are so good?
That's a great point. Motown classics.
Yes, and I just had to pick one of them, so I picked 2, the newest one.
Hey,
a recency bias there.
If I could have picked 3, it hasn't been displayed yet.
John, movie theory. Who's the bad guy in 2?
Kurt Russell.
It's
all movie theory. It's all connected to movie theory. Then
movie
you said
theory.
Miracle to start it off. We're going Kurt Russell next. That's why.
There you guys picked up on it. Let's go.
All right, Mike. So Guardians 2. I'm gonna give it as a decent take.
You know what's weird though?
What?
If he would have taken the first one, I would have felt less weird about taking the second one. But because he took the second one, I don't want to take the first one. It's like a weird thing in my brain right now, and it's really rattling me a little bit. Like, it's almost going forward and saying like I want like the second one is better, like sounds better to me than being like, oh well, you got two, so I'll take one. Like it's really rattling me right now. Like he's just in my head.
It's almost like the girl you wanted got used, and now you're like, this is
Yeah.
weird.
But now I'm gonna be really mad too, though, if it gets back to him and like he doesn't take it. Then I'm gonna be like, what? Like this?
Why didn't you?
Nothing makes sense anymore. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not taking it.
Well, all right. Well, so now we're flipping back around. I guess that would mean now I'm up.
Yeah.
Woo! And I could go for it. But again, I think I already explained why I like the one that I took. But I'm gonna go with one that I don't think that actually maybe one of you guys would. I'm gonna go with Thor Ragnarok. Just the most badass
I knew you were gonna
female
pick that.
villain. Like Hela was, if she wouldn't have died, would have just been.
I mean, Jeff Goldblum was a villain. I will say
He technically was in that as well. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum was a villain, but I just feel like it was the last like Thor movie where they stopped, like, because I guess I won't say the name, but I personally felt the newest one was just like too stupid and too comedic and just like dumb, where the last one was actually kind of cool, and it was the last little bit of kind of our Marvel universe as we knew it kind of growing up, now that it's all going away to an extent and DC might take over. But I really liked Ragnarok. Again, I thought Hela was really cool. I mean, when you can just make black swords just come out of your fingers and like out of the ground, I just don't know how you mess with someone like that.
When you were talking about the last one with Thor, are you talking about the one where it's like he's like trying to find love? Is that the one that you're talking about?
The one before Love and Thunder.
It's the one where it's his sister, correct?
Yeah, the one where like it's
The wolf.
like him and Hulk reunite like on Sakaar, and like he fights Hulk and he's like, yes, he's and it's like his buddy, and it's like that one's like one, like you kind of see Hulk become, or not Hulk, you see Thor become Thor that you see in the comics, where it's not just Hammer Thor. He actually has some sweet lightning powers and absolutely just demolishes people with that kind of stuff, which pretty sweet, I gotta say. But I don't know.
I'm glad you brought that up. I had my quote for that because I had that on my list. But I had a quote that says, "No hammer, no problem." So just like you said, he's got no hammer, and then he figures out lightning. It's a good twist. I also have a prop bet that you were going to take that pick. I would put all my money on that.
Well, you should have like put the prop bet out for everybody so people could have bet on it. Maybe the fans wouldn't want to see it on the YouTube, man. We can put that in the subscription.
Super side note. We were talking about it before we started recording, but talking about somebody I would switch closets with, Jeff Goldblum. I'd switch closets with that dude. Style.
That kind of scares me, but all right. I guess I'll
I mean,
accept
he's a
it.
very convincing guy. I mean, if that guy could sweet
One
talk you.
second.
So I'm not saying for me, but for Connor, maybe.
Dude, that's a closet. I would love that closet.
I would love that closet. I'd love to come out of that closet. Yes, Connor.
Every day.
All right, John, what else are you going to throw our minds through a loop with after Watchmen? Please give me something.
Best defense out there. Let's go.
I'm gonna go with Logan. Another kind of. I said I'm going backwards here. My picks are warming up for you guys a little bit.
It's on my list.
Oh, nice.
You're making me up.
I just think it's the best. I think it's the best X-Men. I think it's a good one. We finally get to see a superhero. Like it's the first one where a superhero actually died before Iron Man and Captain America. We actually got to see it happen, and just a good, well-written story, intense, and Wolverine's just the best superhero.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that shaking your head. That's a fact.
I mean, personally, if I had to like choose to be a superhero, I wouldn't choose Wolverine.
Get back into it, you scumbag.
I don't even know where we left off after that little pause there. It's like,
You know what? Sometimes technology doesn't agree with you. You were trying to explain why Logan is such a great movie. We were just a little unsure of your reasoning.
Oh, I'm just saying he's the best superhero, invincible except to Magneto, but he's another kind of a dope villain. But I don't know. I would just say he's the best, and it's the first one where the superhero actually died. So that's why it's the best. Should be up there on the ranks for the best films for superhero movies.
Are we
Yeah,
talking about is that the one where like he's got like the like crazy little daughter that like claws through and everything? Yeah, or not? I guess not daughter, but the little baby Wolverine.
Spawn.
He dies.
X-23.
But so when you say that Wolverine, and again, everybody has their own opinion, but like you would want to be Wolverine, like if you had your choice of characters,
Like-
you'd be Wolverine.
Because no one could. If anyone pissed me off, I'd be like, "What are you gonna do to me that I couldn't do?" I'm gonna win the fight no matter what. Like you could run me over the truck 20 times. I'm still gonna win the fight. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna win the fight.
I guess that'd be pretty cool. But like, would you have to live in the woods by yourself like that, or could you like just do regular guy stuff? You know?
I mean, he's got kind of a dope leather jacket. He rides a motorcycle.
He's got like some good
Boy
chops.
Wolverine.
Dude, he's got
like,
some burns. Like
yeah, burns, chops. I don't know what you want to call it, but like, dude's got some swag to him.
he defended the Statue of Liberty. I mean, I don't know what else you could ask for.
Listen, I agree. He's a hero. I'm just saying, it's something to think about. You know what I mean?
Well, it's kind of like, do I actually really want to live forever? Probably not.
Nah.
If I could just beat people up like that, yeah.
All right. Well, we know where John's head's at. Blue people in freaking Watchmen, and then beating people up and being Logan. All right, Connor. Moving on to you after Dark Knight. After such a strong first round pick, how do we round out the rest of this team now?
Yeah, it's really tough. And I felt that my first pick was so strong. I got some pushback on this when I ran it across with the wife. I think I'm going to have you on board, and then I might lose you. I'm going to go with Spider-Man.
Which one?
This is where I'm probably going to lose you. I'm an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man guy.
Ooh, okay, all right, interesting. Wait, so are we talking the one with?
Yeah, which one
are we
talking
talking the
about?
one with the lizard
The
dude?
original.
Or
The original Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Okay, so
is
like
that lizard dude, Mikey?
That was the same one. He only had one.
Oh, I didn't. Lizard and
kind of like that scene in the parking lot.
him
where
and
there's some
Jamie Foxx were in the
carjacker.
same movie.
Yeah.
He's
Oh
the
shit!
he's the
Okay.
one that makes Spider more technical. Like I think the web shootout, like all tech, not actually being bit by a spider.
Yeah, like people
Correct me
would
if I'm
think though.
Okay, I respect that. All right.
Because of our age, right? Like we are supposed to only like the Tobey Maguire one.
It's more Mary
A
Jane.
lot of
I
a
agree
lot
with
of
that
people
to an
would
extent,
think
but I'm
so.
also a big Tom Holland guy, so I don't
That's
know.
the thing is, but like
That's some
Andrew
bait.
Garfield gets left out. Andrew Garfield gets left out. People either are like they're either like, oh gee, I'm Tobey Maguire Spider-Man guy, or they're like, oh, I love Tom Holland so much, I love him so much, and people just forget about Andrew Garfield.
I do actually think that was like a pretty good movie. Like I think there was that one scene where like they're like slinging down like the hallway, and it's like him and like the crocodile dude, whatever his name is, and he's like slinging him up against the walls and everything like that. Like that was a really, really cool scene. So okay, I could see that.
I mean, it's tough to pick anything after you pick Dark Knight. You know what I mean? So it's like I was gonna let you down anyway. Might as well go with a favorite.
I love how you're already like discounting your own pick. You're not even. You're.
I mean,
just
it's
like,
still
no.
it's still a strong pick, but it's like, what do I pick after Dark Knight? You know what I mean? Like it's just.
I think you let down Peter Parker personally. I think you let him down.
Well, we'll see because you're actually Connor's up again.
Yeah,
Connor's
I just got
two.
another pick here. Back to
I
back.
still think he let down Kirsten. Is it Kirsten or Kirsten Dunst? I think
Kirsten
he let-
Dunst. Oh man, back in the Bring It On days.
I don't know though, because
Give me some of her.
Honestly, I think I'm Emma Stone over Kirsten Dunst. I think.
I
Oh,
do
she's not an
her
MJ
a
though.
lot.
She's not an MJ.
Do I have to be the only person that says Zendaya? Like, geez, like you
I
guys
don't
are
know, dude.
just.
I know Zendaya's
You
like.
guys have some problems. Like, it's 2023. Good lord.
But the thing is I know that Zendaya is like 20 years old, but like she just still seems like
That's true. I didn't
you know what I mean?
realize
Like,
that.
it's a weird thing.
Connor, I got a question for you. Marry, kill one, fuck one of those 3 girls. Go.
Honestly, probably this is like a wild thing to say after I just said that. Probably marry Zendaya because she's the richest of all of them, for sure.
Yeah, you don't have to do anything after that. Like,
Kirsten Dunst and bang, I'm stoned. I think that's all.
all right, moving on to Connor's next movie pick. Where were we? All right, so we just took the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Now, what do we have up next? You have an interesting grouping so far because you really haven't dove into any of the categories of the big time movies, I would say. You've kind of kept yourself with the ability to really round out quite the lineup here.
I mean, that's the thing is, I think you guys are very much bigger superhero like movie guys than me. That's why I said I'm at a disadvantage. I'm just going with casual superhero movie guy like favorites, I think. I don't get into the weeds with, the Avengers and like that stuff. I'm just a classic guy, and that's why my third pick. First Deadpool. Big Ryan Reynolds guy. Pander pick.
You are a lot.
On Ryan Reynolds here.
You have a lot of Ryan Reynolds to you personality
took my
wise. So
pick.
I actually appreciate you picking that and no one else taking that because
No,
it's.
that was going to be my next pick. So you
That
stole
was
it.
definitely my pick.
But you took it right out from under
Yeah.
from under Big J's nose. So I love to see that. Why Deadpool though? Like, what is it about? Is it just like Ryan Reynolds as an actor, or just like the character? What do we?
I think it's just the combination of, you get the classic like action scenes, right? A lot of cool visuals, all that stuff, but also the movie is hilarious start to finish. And like it's hilarious in a way that it's not like the like
And he
cheese
wears Crocs.
trying to be too funny. You know what I mean? It's like I think that like just from what I know about Ryan Reynolds is that if he really was a superhero, that's exactly how he would be.
I'm disappointed, Connor. My pick. So I'm gonna hype you up. You got that, and you got Dark Knight. So you're kind of scaring me here.
Those are two really good ones.
You went, number 1 overall, but then you went Deadpool, which I think is out there because most Marvel DC movies are PG-13. So you're going to R level where anything can go in that movie. So you're getting a lot of different aspects there.
John, you got it now. What are we thinking?
He stole that pick from me, but I had a backup just in case. I think this is a little bit of retaliation for the shade we got thrown at Tobey Maguire earlier. Better off in the last Spider-Man, by the way. You're going to go Spider-Man 1. He was a better Spider-Man than Andrew Garfield. Just classic. Who doesn't remember James Defoe, Green Goblin?
That's what I had that one down. Yeah.
Best Spider-Man villain, and you haven't seen him since. So I mean, I think you got to go with the original Spider-Man.
First of all, John Wick, Willem, fucking.
Wait, what?
He said you haven't seen Willem Dafoe since when he was the Green Goblin. He's in John Wick.
Well, he was also in Spider-Man: Far From Home, so he technically was in another Spider-Man.
That was the same scene. He's
well.
just 20-some years later. It's the same scene. He's coming back from the past.
Did you not see the comment where he was like they were like, oh, we'll like, edit things for you, and he was like, no, I want to do my own stunts. Like even at his age, he wanted to do all of the rolling in like on his little board and like being like suited up, which I mean for a dude that's that age, which I mean he's just like his face, that's the craziest, just most like animated face I think in Hollywood history.
I mean, that's exactly why Keanu went out and got him and brought him into John Wick.
See, and now you're just why'd you not pick the other Spider-Man? Now that's what I'm questioning. Just
here's the one thing that
and now we're throwing
and
shade.
This was tough. Okay, I went with my pick because I personally like Andrew Garfield better. However, when I was having the conversation with my wife about it, what's really tough when you're looking at the 3 different iterations of it.
So what you're telling me is your wife likes likes Andrew Garfield more than William Dafoe, and that's who
No. I do.
take out to dinner.
She said to go either one. She said either go OG or go Tom Holland because she likes Tom Holland. But the tough part about it is Tobey Maguire is the only one that actually has like webs that come out of him.
Fair. That's a fair point.
Really is Spider-Man, right?
True.
Like that's why I thought about it, but I just went with the gut. I went with Andrew Garfield.
I respect that. That's true. I respect that. I just don't. I didn't like having to watch.
It was actually fantastic.
Reiterate. I didn't have to watch Bend again twice.
Yeah, that's true.
Tough one.
All right, let's see. Big J takes Spider-Man 1 off the board. That William Dafoe pick is fantastic. I think that was way slept on, and the fact that it got that late is very impressive. Let's see. I've got a couple big ones, but I think I'm gonna have to go a little bit closer to the heart, and I think I'm gonna go with Hulk, but Edward Norton style, John.
Ooh.
I think Edward Norton was a very underrated Hulk, to be honest. And besides, the other one, like I would think he was way better personally. I mean, I think what's his name? Mark Ruffalo has been a good Hulk, but I really thought like the Edward Norton Hulk was pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. I liked the second one.
That kind of got me into like Marvel movies and superheroes in general at that age. So for me, it was kind of like one of those like just gonna run with it, and here we go. And then now I'm covered in Legos of Marvel and other random nonsense. So there we go.
No, I like the pick. I know you're a big Hulk fan, buddy.
Who's not?
I'm just.
I've seen you gonna get angry.
It's not that I don't like the pick. It's not that I don't like the pick.
You gotta get mean. You gotta get angry.
I'm just sitting here waiting for when you're gonna do it, and you know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I can't. We'll see if it gets there.
It's just like, but like, why even risk it? You know what I mean? Like,
because I know.
But you could have got that pick in the 4 slot for sure.
Well, yeah.
Easy.
But this is the home run derby, so I'm gonna clean up with a dinger.
I mean, again, I don't hate the pick. I like the pick personally.
You might not even, and maybe what we're referencing together isn't even the same thing. Who knows? Maybe I throw another surprise at you.
If it's not what I think it is, I'm gonna lose it.
Well, that's not very fun.
That's not very fun.
All right, Mikey, what do you got, Big Cat? Give me something big.
All right, this might cost
John. I need John to give me a little action here.
This might cost
quiet this evening.
This might get a reverse veto. I don't want to put this out in the air to get you guys' brain going, but we're gonna go.
It says Blade, then I don't count it.
No, it's different. It's different. It's not really a movie, but we'll see what you guys think. I'm gonna go. It's probably get vetoed, but we'll see what you guys say. We'll hear your argument comments. We're gonna go WandaVision on our Disney Plus series Marvel. It's still Marvel. It ain't a movie. It's an episode series, and I need to get some females in my roster here. I'm going WandaVision. Do I give the explanation before we get the veto, or what are we doing here?
I don't even know what that is.
You already got vetoed.
I can't condone it.
You're already vetoed because if you go look at the lineups of what we've been talking about, it says DC and Marvel movies. So
I looked up DC and Marvel movies online, and WandaVision was on there. So you're gonna have to talk to the writers.
What are the card facts? Where's the source? Where's the source?
Mike, that's a TV show, not a movie. All I'm saying, you don't see that one in theaters.
Damn it! I had a feeling you guys were gonna push back. I shouldn't have started with the negativity and just been confident taking that pick. Oh boy! Now we gotta pivot here. Pivot and. Sorry, I got the classic OG printed version here. I got the next 2 picks, right?
Yep.
Bring her home.
Bring her. Ooh, let's see. Well, since I want Wanda in it, this is a great pivot. Let's go Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. We're gonna enter a new dimension of Strange, but Wanda's also in there, so I can get a little touch of that.
It's all yours, man.
Yeah. I was gonna let you have that one. You can have the British Captain British, whatever. Not my favorite.
Mike, I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at the board. You might have just picked the worst pick out of the entire draft.
Really?
That movie is absolutely horrible.
It's all opinionated, right?
It's
Sure, but your opinion's wrong. But yeah.
It's fine, dude. You got one more. You have one more.
You have another one to redeem yourself. Just don't
All right,
screw
you
it up
vetoed
too
me.
much.
Can I take back my pick?
No, that one sticks.
No,
that one
pick.
sticks, and you
That's
don't
not
even
a
get a chance
veto.
to rebuttal or even like try and like save yourself.
All right, whatever.
Hopefully,
Dang,
you hit a home run here.
I got a lot on the board here still left to pick. I do have a few Spider-Mans that I had to hire.
I'm a little confused that Mike hired Spider-Mans, but I'm not going to question that one too much.
I've got some different Spider-Man. Dang, what do I go here? I think I'm kind of leaning in towards two characters have passed away.
I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
One of them was really good to my list, but
you could have a. Yeah, I see that. Okay.
I am torn in between here, but let's see what the fans say. Let's go. Like I said, both are passed away. Very tough here. I think we're in Black History Month for February. We're gonna go Black Panther.
That's a good pick.
Rick Osmond, Long Live the King.
That's a good pick.
And we're gonna go with that. You guys probably knew what my other pick was, but we're gonna send that February Black History Month.
Okay.
Rick Osmond, RP. Let's go Black Panther. Wakanda Forever. Let's go. All right.
Surprised it hasn't been picked earlier,
pick.
to be honest, but
it's a great
it's a
pick.
solid pick.
Okay. You guys shit on me on that one, but I had to come back.
I mean, I would have said that was a better pick than definitely previous pick I won't mention, but
hey, I panicked. You vetoed my Wanda.
Okay.
And then I had to,
That is true. You were spiraling after we vetoed.
Remember?
Yeah, you saw him just unraveling slowly but surely.
Okay.
It was like the press coming on in the NCAA tournament. He just didn't know what to do. He couldn't help
handle
himself.
the pressure. Just where was the composure?
There was a couple picks out there that could have brought you back. That was one of them. You did it good. You know what I mean? You stopped the spiral. It was a good pick. It's a good pick.
all right. It's how you remember, not how you in the middle of the game.
I think we know what you were going for with like
how you finish.
But yeah, sure, okay.
You're up,
all
Tanner.
right.
Let's see what you got. I can't wait to come on you.
What? Wait a minute.
This is a children's show, so please stop.
Sorry.
So I think for my last one, I guess technically, yeah, I can hold it, and I'm not gonna use the one that you're thinking of, but I'm gonna use the one where my dude becomes that dude, the OG Avengers. Tony putting a freaking nuke up into a black hole and just, essentially setting off a cataclysmic chain of events, but it made for a really good, interesting movie, so I can't be mad about it. And I don't know how you can't just love Tony Stark just being such a pompous, conceited asshole all the time.
Yeah, I mean, definitely ties into your theme. You went with another, multi-member like movie. You know what I mean? It fits well. Fits well with your picks.
Hey, I got two that we're chilling.
I mean, I think it just goes with your whole draft here. Very safe. I think there was no Bill Belichick moves here. You weren't going for some unheard of guys. Maybe
the one that took the OG hole.
You took one guy. That was definitely like the Division II player that you haven't heard of getting drafted and turned out to be like a Pro Bowler. Like, I'm not gonna lie. No one forgets about Hulk too.
You went with 80s Nebraska power formation football there just to get the biggest dudes. Run it down there. That's what you want.
Nebraska, let's go.
Honestly, I'll take that. You just got to
Go Big
give it up
Red.
to the guy that's basically just Nick Saban over here, just being able to just
Listen,
recruit however I need to, and just manipulated it in the way that I could just have my guys flowing right into my pocket. The NIL deals are flowing in there, and we're good to go.
That's what you
Go
did.
Big Red.
I mean, that's what's happening, and I'm going to take one right out of your book here. I know it's not my pick, but I'm saying you're doing that 80s Nebraska football. I'm Dion right now with the Buffs. I got players coming, man. I got the skills.
John's got one more pick, and then you got another one. So we'll
I'm
see
gonna-
how
I'm
this
gonna-
goes.
I'm gonna trade my draft pick. He's still a little too excited here. I'm gonna go for the last pick. I'm gonna go
Trade?
I'm gonna do a little trade here. I'm gonna let this guy go a little premature.
Oh no.
Trade?
Oh no, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
You're trading for. Oh, you're letting him have the. Okay.
Yeah, I said Connor, go for it. What's your pick?
All
here?
right.
So I don't know if
Let me buy Connor some time. Let's address. I just read his hat. It says Inside Sigs.
Yeah, that's his company.
that's my brand.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm just over here reading.
Yeah, welcome to the party, little boy.
It's about smoking cigs inside. You know what I mean?
Oh. Just buying you time. You're welcome.
Thank you. No, that was really good. I'm still torn because I think one's a better pick, but I don't want it to clash with the pick that I already took. But I think I'm gonna have to do it. And this is the route that I thought that T was gonna go. But I'm gonna bring back my man, RDJ. I'm gonna tie it together. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man Homecoming, Tom Holland.
Nice.
RDJ.
I was
thinking about just going like OG Iron Man, honestly. I was thinking about it, but I think it's a better pick to go with Spider-Man Homecoming.
I like that. I like the Homecoming. Even if you would have went far, Far From Home, I would even like that one too. Like just the glasses, everything definitely fits your style. I feel like that is a great way to round out your draft for you. Definitely
I'm a
fits.
personality guy, I'm like the character's got to have the personality.
For sure.
I was thinking about taking that Spider-Man, but I don't know if that would have been clashing for multiple characters technically. So
we really only have. Well, we got 2 Spider-Mans out of you today, so that's a little interesting.
That's what I mean. It clashes, but the reason I brought it in is more because of the incorporation of Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man more than anything.
Respect. All right, Big J, you gonna take us out of here?
I got 4 options left over.
We can do some honorable mentions. We can do some honorable mentions after.
Oh yeah, we definitely got a couple after for sure.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing honorable mentions. Let's go.
Actually, no one's picked this one, so I can't believe that. I think it's pretty interesting. Doctor Strange. No one picked that one actually.
Yeah, because Mike took the shitty version of it.
He took the I was gonna say he took the wrong one. I mean, think about how iconic the first one was when it came out. Like
so good,
Inception level. Like you're like mesmerized in theaters. Like that was almost like Avatar, like floating little AWAs at you.
Mike's like, I fucking hate you guys.
I just picked the newest movies that that started the multiverse, which is all what we're talking about now. So it's the next step into the whole new story. So I had to go with that.
Unless we're trying to not go into the new story much because it hasn't been too good so far.
Yeah, I see your point. That's why I had to throw Doctor Strange in there. He's one of my favorites. So I might not pick the best for your guys.
You just picked the wrong one. All right.
I like that pick out there. I do like that. I mean, you did really actually go in reverse order with your picks, I think. I think your last 2 are definitely interchangeable too.
Reverse order, I agree.
Yeah, John, you completely drafted backwards.
His best pick is his last pick.
Like John, you took Watchmen #1 and then got Logan and then Spider-Man. Like
you didn't want to see draft plan B because that was draft plan A. So
all right, let's take a look at some that we left off.
I'll start. I'll go. Let's hit the women. I have them on my list. Captain Marvel. Kind of OG original superhero back in the day, gets our doppelganger.
Jude
Talk
Law's a
fair.
villain.
Mike, you just think
Ah.
she's hot, so that explains why. All right, continue.
Fair.
You like Brie Larson. We got
one.
it.
Let's go DC.
Wonder Woman.
Haven't really hit DC much. Let's go Wonder Woman. That shows
Oh, Gal Gadot. Yeah, no, yeah, okay, yeah. We
the
But also-
Amazonians. Like
Good
that
movie.
movie was
Also a good movie.
great movie. Like I was really wanting that in the list to get some.
What's that one dude's name that is in those movies?
Chris Pine.
Chris
Pine.
Pine is.
The
Why
pilot.
do I feel like he's just like the knockoff Chris Pratt though?
No, dude, he's not.
No.
He's old though too. He's older than you think he is.
Well, I know he's older, but I just feel like his like how he interacts like in like the DC movies. I'm like, I feel like you would be kind of like the knockoff version of like Chris Pratt. Like you just kind of seem like a little soft.
I think he's kind of like a knockout version actually of Chris Evans. Actually, he kind of looks like a skinnier. Or am I getting them mixed up? That's?
I think you're thinking of
Yeah.
Chris Pratt because Chris Pratt
No.
is the guy that plays Star-Lord.
No,
They
Captain
look-
America.
Yeah,
You
that's
think
what I'm
Captain
thinking.
America?
Yeah, no.
I get all
No,
the Chris.
Chris Evans is Captain America.
Yeah, he's
Or-
the he's
yeah,
the,
but, okay. I meant
he's the discount version
yeah,
of him.
Chris Pratt being freaking Star-Lord. Like they're the exact same person,
I think
They-
their name is just both Chris.
but they wear the exact same jacket in like all of their shows too.
I guess that is true. That is actually true. It's like that leather jacket.
With
White-
like the little
like a white
fur on
shirt.
the inside, like they
Yeah.
like their music, and they're always
Timeless jacket. You're right.
and they're
you are.
always
On a motorcycle.
in the female always female or alien, however you want to put it, is always like technically in charge of them and like would like kick their ass like if need be, but they abide by it. Gamora basically did that to Star-Lord, and Gal
Star-Lord
Gadot
was
did
a
that.
planet, the son of a planet.
Yeah, and look what he did. Nothing. All right, but I got a question. All right, here's one that or actually, there's two that I'm surprised not one of us mentioned. One, no one mentioned Civil War, did we?
Nope.
No, that's a good one.
Because
I
that was
tried
like
to
our
stay away from the Avengers.
that was like our first. All right, well, besides Avengers, one that I thought wasn't surprising that I wanted to mention that I didn't. X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah, not a lot of X-Men. None.
Oh, that is a good one. I agree. I actually like the new X-Men. I didn't like the Falling Phoenix.
I thought they were pretty good, to be honest. Like, and
Yeah.
that one was really cool because that's
That-
where he like makes everybody like super like advanced, and he gives them like all these like crazy powers. Like, dude with wings has like this insane like body. Now you're like, oh, okay, all right, must be nice. Oh, another one that I love that I think is gonna be huge. Shang-Chi. Anybody?
I saw that on the list, but I didn't put it down.
Love me some Shang-Chi.
I got
Mhm.
him. One that I kind of pulled together with the Deadpool. That no one brought up, Venom.
I thought it was on my list. I just
Didn't get that into it, but
Yeah.
I guess I agree.
I have a couple that no one talked about here.
What do you got?
No one talked about Hellboy or Ghost Rider.
You're doing the outside stuff.
What do you mean? Those are classics.
They
I
are
know
they
Nicolas
aren't
Cage.
bad.
You're talking about
but-
Nicholas Cage, Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Who doesn't
Nicolas
love
Cage.
it?
Oh, well, I mean, the only reason that movie was good though is because of what's her name.
Eva Mendes.
I didn't
Eva
even know that
Mendes,
this was
yes.
actually a
Who's she
superhero.
married to now? She's married to some like
I was gonna say Will Ferrell, but that's in the other guys.
it's not Gosling or someone like no, it is Gosling.
No way.
He's married to Eva Mendes.
I'm almost positive it's someone like Ryan
Right now,
Gosling.
good thing we
Look
all
it
have-
up who she's dating.
Smartphones these days.
What?
Like,
It's a good
I
thing we
can
all
do
have
it off my
smartphones.
phone.
I'll look it up.
No, partner Ryan Gosling. Yep.
There we go.
Good for him. Dude
That-
couldn't cover it.
that-
They available to
Honestly,
that cornerback.
honestly, that's what I was gonna say. There is hope for me in this life then, because I couldn't cover with shit. Yet if he marries her, then there's a chance that the scrub white cornerback could, marry someone as beautiful as Eva Mendez.
You got to
Well,
put Petey in. They're too fast.
Yeah,
Your own Cinderella story.
He's like, and he's like, if you want him to have your job, you go give it to him or something like that. And he just like walks over, and it's like, damn, Well, what is like little Hayden Panettiere say? Like she's like, he's just getting beat like he stole something, or like something like that, and it's like, oh damn. But all right, boys, I got a question for you. So we got a couple ideas moving forward, and I like what we did tonight. So I think we got to keep this going. So between you three, I need a vote right now. We're either going to take the best comedy movies in our lifetime that have been released since we've been born, or our favorite college football players since we've been born.
I think we switch it. We go to college football. It'll be right around draft time, or not
I
draft
like
time.
it.
Combine time. Be right around combine time. Get off the movie topics. You know what I mean? We just did movies.
I like it.
We're not a movie podcast.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I got an idea for you guys. What if we take it like this though? So we stick with the 4 rounds and we can keep it the ideas is we take a favorite player, a coach you'd want to play for, a team that you fucking hate the most, and you got to have reasons for each one obviously. And then you could do like I don't know what the last one would be, but something along those lines, like whether it be like a uniform or like fucking like or like pick like a bowl game you'd want to play in, or like which like Rose Bowl, Orange Bowl, Sugar Bowl, like which one would you like pick to like play in, something like that almost, or like what is your favorite like bowl game that you remember?
Best stadium.
Like so we're almost kind of like remember, and I put it in the chat like a little bit, but almost so we're like kind of even like questioning and trying to like go back on a few things a little bit. And it's not just like throwing out like players, we're at least trying to question each other a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Changes the topic. You're still able to talk about it and stuff, but it's, changes the topic.
And that way it makes us, I feel like we aren't just able to like draft like one specific category. You kind of have to be more strategic about when you draft like a category or like a player maybe, and it like you're like, oh, I'll draft my player first, but I'll save my stadium for later because I know no one's gonna take it, XYZ.
I like
if
that.
we were gonna do like four basically games, 4 installments, and you do it, or if you have to pick 4, and then you take whatever.
I like the randomization of it.
That was my
I think categories would be more fun for us to do like a random category for each one, even if we only made it like 2 a week, like or something like that whenever we do it, like, but like try and make it so we almost even have to like think about it a little bit more, like shit, all right, maybe Connor would get this one in like the second one if he took like a player, if I randomize it this way, like, so I got to be a little bit smarter and do it here, which we'll see.
I like that idea.
I like that.
What do you think, John?
I'm go with the flow type person always.
You're ridiculous.
One last thing on these movies, because I don't know if you guys know about this or not. When I was doing my research on movies, you know that there's an actual, I couldn't figure out if it was DC or Marvel, but it falls in the list. It's called Steel. It's Shaquille O'Neal from 1997.
I've seen that before. Yes, I have. Yes,
I have not seen that.
Well, like
Bro,
low budget, like so he's like supposed to look like a robot, but it's like a leather suit. I was gonna throw it out there. If I was just like losing horrendously, I would have thrown it out there because I was just looking at it. It's so funny.
I thought about using Kazam. Maybe it wasn't DC or Marvel, but I was like superhero movie just because of Shaq. Who didn't love Shazam as a kid? Or no, Kazam, not Shazam.
I don't think it's like that.
The 2 different things.
No one talked. What about Mystery Men with Ben Stiller? Pull my finger.
What?
You never watched that one?
No. Also, John, if you've never seen Kazam, go Kazaam, I think is what it is. Shaq was the main character in the movie. It is the greatest movie of all time.
People forget.
Actually, it's horrible, but he's
like
in
the
it.
biggest thing ever.
It's funny that we did DC to
It
start.
literally is a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes, dude.
Yeah, it's bad, obviously.
Yeah, it's not going to be good, but it'll be great.
Roger Ebert didn't make it to the end of the movie when he started it.
Yeah, but dude, come on. That's like
John, you took
Yeah,
Watchmen as one of your first picks. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, zero say.
if Mark Wahlberg.
Okay,
puts-
I don't want to hear it. Picking second sequels before the first one.
What do you mean
Always
sequels before
better.
who did that?
So strategic.
Oh, I guess Mikey did take
Twice.
Guardians 2.
Sequels are always
Actually, yeah, Mike, you really well, I mean, John,
Sequels
when you
guy.
think about it, he actually took 3 of his because Endgame is after Infinity
It was a
War,
sequel.
Guardians 2
No sequel,
sequel, Doctor Strange 2 sequel.
Never
Absolutely.
let him know you're
Told
actually-
you, I'm more relevant. What have you done for me lately? That's the type of guy. But I do think it's funny that we started off DC Dark Knight, obviously, but then very heavy in
That was the
Marvel.
only one that really was taken that was
DC.
No, I was gonna say if some of my other picks didn't fall the way that they were, I had the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie. I love that movie.